So sadly, it starts off with Bodie and his crew going up against another crew. They have a full-blown shootout in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
And a little kid gets killed, gets shot through the window and gets killed. So that episode has a lot to deal with who did that, like what happened. Unfortunately, a lot of stuff like this happens in the inner city. It's just senseless, reckless violence, and that, that happens. But it's another case to get thrown into the murders and the drugs. Is a whole nother layer of drama that gets thrown into episode 9. So then we go to after the shootout, he was told to get rid of the guns.
Oh man!
They drive to the bridge. Instead of him getting out of the car, throwing them and watching them go in the water, while he's in the car, he throws the bag of guns over the bridge, assuming that they went into the water. They go right onto a ship. Stay nice and dry right on the ship. But the one good thing they did show is that he was wiping those guns down. Yeah. So there was no fingerprints on them guns. Yeah. So that's why he kind of knew y'all lying about y'all got me on the gun.
And another part about it, too, is when they had him in that interrogation room, they said they knew which gun was his.
Yeah.
And they pointed at the wrong gun.
They played it. They played a bad hand.
Yeah, they did.
They should have left that alone.
Right.
Because if you a shooter, you know your gun.
Mm-hmm.
So if you pick the wrong gun, he knows that y'all lying about everything else.
Right.
Like Bodie already knew. He said, lawyer. Lawyer. I don't want to talk to y'all no more. Right. Lawyer. And they had the best stringer. They had the top lawyer.
Levy.
Levy wasn't no joke.
Yeah, Levy was.
Levy come in, you going home.
Levy was a monster.
Yeah, Levy come in unless you killed somebody, when Levy comes in to get you, you're going home. Yeah. You are not going to jail. You would be free. That's how good he was. So we get to the point, Ziggy once again. Ziggy gets in business with Gleekus, gets into the stolen car business. Mm-hmm. They originally agreed on 20%. I kind of knew before it even happened, I'm like, he ain't about to pay him no 20%. They don't respect him.
Yeah.
If he gets 5%, he'd be lucky.
Right.
Nobody respects Ziggy to be a stand-up dude that you have to pay. You have to honor what you said you was going to honor. Because he ain't going to do nothing about it. And he a goofball anyway. So nobody kind of respects him. He does this without his cousin Nick's involvement. He does it with his white boy partner.
Yeah.
They steal the cars. He's even acting kind of goofy when they steal the car. He's playing the radio loud. Even the white boy partner like, turn down the radio. Dude, we trying to steal cars. Right. You're playing the radio loud. So even then, Ziggy don't take nothing serious. That's part of my biggest issue with Ziggy is like, he don't take nothing serious. That's a felony offense, dude. Mm-hmm. You breaking, stealing cars. I guess it's just to his character. Ziggy he just don't take nothing serious. I don't know where Frank went wrong with him. Frank definitely went wrong at some point in time with Ziggy. They never really discussed.
He was probably always on the docks and was never home.
Yeah, they had a little discussion where Ziggy was like, yeah, I knew you loved me, Dad, but you can kind of tell, like you said, Frank was probably working so hard when he was little. He was never home. Ziggy was probably an unsupervised kid, just acting wild. And he carried that into adulthood because he just became a wild adult.
He never had no structure.
No structure, no nothing. Ziggy didn't have nothing. So we get to Stringer. Stringer did a deal with Prop Joe to give up 3 towers. Prop Joe brings in Cheese. Cheese's crew is has always beefed with Westside dudes, but now they next to each other.
Right.
So now they're competing to who can sell the dope the cheapest. That becomes an issue to where Bodie cuts off one of their boys who was going to sell it for this price.
Yeah.
Bodie walks over there and says, we sell it to you for $5 less or something like that. So it becomes like a basement bargain type of thing that really never going to work out well for nobody.
Yeah.
Now both y'all going to end up selling it super cheap.
Yeah, losing money.
You losing money. So what was the point? That becomes an issue. But Bodie from the very beginning, Bodie was on Stringer from the very beginning like, dude, who sanctioned this?
Yeah.
Like, you got these dudes down here. You gave them 3 towers. Bodie is under the old school gangster code of your enemy is always your enemy. You don't do no deals with your enemy.
He's a mini-Avon.
Yeah, he's a mini-Avon. We don't deal with Eastside dudes at all. We Westside, they Eastside. They stay where they're at, and that's it. Avon hires Brother Mouzone to come get the towers back, which I want to talk to you about. Does that mean that Avon knew that Stringer brought in the Eastside?
No, he didn't bring them in to take the towers back. He brought them to keep the Eastside from coming into the towers because they didn't have that product and they didn't have enough muscle, which is what Stringer was feeding Avon as a reason to get the product from Prop Joe. Stringer was telling Avon that they didn't have enough muscle, and he was like, don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. I'm going to send somebody. And then that's how Brother Mouzone came over there.
Gotcha.